Let me show you how to build a proper team and Protocores for Rafayel Lemurian Sea God, aka your new favorite overpowered fishy. This is a 5-star limited companion that you unlock after obtaining Miss Sea Lament and Miss Sea Descent cards. And the good news? Once you've got him, you can also pair him with other solar pair cards that have good synergy. Rafayel LSG is a dual scaler, meaning his damage scales from both defense and attack. But in most cases, you will want to prioritize defense. So when you're building your team, always keep his scaling in mind when choosing Protocores and cards. Before heading into battle, build a team using cards with defense and attack talents, ideally matching the colors required by the Protofield Stellatrum. Then select Rafayel LSG as your companion and make sure your MC is using his signature weapon. No shortcuts here. Now here's where things get interesting. Take a look at what enemies you are up against, because this is where you decide your build type. And this choice is mainly defined by the main stats on your Delta cores, which you will only find on lunar cards. If you're fighting shielded enemies, go for a weakness build. Create a team in Stella match and use damage boost to weakened as your main stat. Nice and straightforward. If you got a mix of shielded and unshielded enemies, use a hybrid build and create a team in Stella match, but this time go for damage boost to weakened and crit rate as your main stats. Now if you're facing a boss with a 4-layer shield, you can choose either weakness or hybrid build. It really comes down to what feels better for you. Just remember, weakness build shines after you fully break the boss's shield, while hybrid build keeps your damage more consistent throughout the fight. And then there is a chaos mode. If your team doesn't match the Protofield Stellatrum requirements, meaning you've ignored the color matching, then you will need to brute force the fight. That means you need to use a crit build. I'd only recommend this if you got R2 or R3 solar pair cards and high-ranked lunar cards. Otherwise, you're basically singing up for suffering. Next up, Beta cores. These are found only on solar cards and they help smooth out your rotation. Your choices here depends on your playstyle, your solar cards ranks, and how long the fight lasts. If you're running R0 MS and the fight lasts around 2 minutes, use 1 off recovery and 1 defense bonus. If the fight is shorter, you can drop the off recovery and go double defense bonus instead. If you're using R1 plus MS, just go with 2 defense bonus. Rafayel LSG with MS solar pair cards actually works fine without energy on Beta core. But if your rotation feels a bit scuffer, or the enemy keeps teleporting like it's go somewhere better to be, swap 1 defense for energy. And yes, you can build Rafayel LSG with other solar pair cards too, but in that case you absolutely need energy on your Beta core. Now let's talk about substats, because this is where the real min-maxing begins. For Stella matched fights, look for high defense bonus values, these ones marked with yellow circle. Aim for about 13 to 15% defense bonus on +0 cores and 18 to 20% plus on +12 and +15 cores. For brute force fights, focus on high crit and high crit damage instead. Once your build is ready, check your total stats and aim for something about this range to comfortably clear directional orbit fire to 110. If your numbers look a bit lower, well, welcome to the grind. We've all been there. Hopefully this makes building Rafayel Lemurian Sea God a lot easier and you'll be winning plenty more fights with your fancy little Sea God. Good luck on the battlefield and, even more importantly, good luck farming Protocores. You're going to need it. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!